Hello Capricorns, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. Obviously Timsy is not naked, the tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this plain deck here to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about, or with. We're doing it, well, it's with you and with them. This way there'll be no confusion between any of the cards which are used in the tarot deck for any of the other astrology signs. Okay, so all that being said, we are doing a Who is Thinking What About You read. So currently we are dealing with an Eight of Spades. So we have an older air sign thinking about you. Okay, this is probably about 5 years older than you, up to about 5 years older than you. This is linked with the full moon in Pisces all signs overview I done way back whenever it was, been rapidly approaching a month ago. I'm still way behind on all my reads. I'm so sorry. You're just getting a mixture of them all now. You had the Nine of Wands come out for you in this. So there's someone who is being defensive. It's the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It could be them being defensive. It could be you being defensive. Maybe you're defensive about them and that's why they're thinking about you. Maybe they're defensive about you and like trying to hold you at bay somehow, and that's why it's come out for your sign. Okay, we have got a Page of Swords to go with this. There's an element of spying. There's an element of possibly some sort of drama happening, and maybe a little bit of disappointment. Okay, imagine a scenario. This person here has a crush on you. You've sort of like, you feel this, but you're like pushing them away. That's the Nine of Wands energy, and they're a little bit disappointed, and they may be spying on you. Yes, no. And when I say spying on you, I don't mean they're physically like in a bush somewhere with a pair of binoculars and camo gear, keeping an eye on you. I mean, they're checking you out on social media and things to see if you are active with anyone else, see if they can somehow break into that friendship circle to try to pursue their matter, or possibly the other way round. We have got a Queen of Wands as well. Okay, the Queen of Wands is an energy of defensiveness. Really? Really? It's not, but it's come out, so it is in this particular case. Okay, so they're very loyal. The Queen of Wands is very loyal to those they are friends with, shall we say. If you're not friends with a Queen of Wands, well, you can possibly expect to be stabbed in the back by him. But I think you might be friends with this person, and they are defending you for some reason. This is all starting to piece together now. And that's the Nine of Wands. Maybe they've defended you for a long time. This could be anything. It might be love. It might be social interaction. It might even be work. Perhaps, for instance, you might be like their apprentice or someone they've taken under their wing at work, and they keep defending you from your mistakes you've been making and things. So sort of telling the bosses, well, it's okay, they've just started, they'll get better, and all that sort of thing. But whoever it is, you've definitely won them over. Or the other way round, maybe you're the one who's defending them and you're the Queen of Wands, and they've won you over and you're now like their protector. The way we'll do the energies is just there's what they are thinking about. Just here is who this air sign is in a little bit more detail. Just there is going to be the outcome. We'll get a card off the bottom of the deck, and that will be the overall energy of the read. Okay, Queen of Pentacles coming out, rapidly approaching Empress, that's, aren't we? Right, okay, Queen of Pentacles. As an overall energy, that would be success. It's also being comfortable in your position. Okay, so for instance, if you are the one doing the defending, you're comfortable enough in your position, your surroundings, your situation to know that you can pull this off. You have the influence, you have the authority to be this sort of protectorate, if you will. If it's the other way round, then you're comfortable being under their shadow, being under their protection, or perhaps they're just comfortable enough to feel that they can turn around to the boss and tell them to get lost because you're the one being looked after by him. Okay, so what they're thinking of, the lovers. This has rapidly changed it into a relationship read. Okay, so there is some sort of connection to be had between you on a romantic situation, shall we say. The Lovers is also a choice card. It's if the Empress and the Emperor are all the queens and kings of the deck, the Lovers would be all the twos of the deck. It's all the choices. Yeah. It being a major arcana also indicates that it's not particularly a free will choice. This is like the universe has presented this choice for you or them. They're what they're thinking about is for them. So you've been brought into this person's life, this air sign's life, and now they've got a choice. And the instance I look at this, we got 2 5s, we've got 3 of cups. There is a third party connected to this. Now, again, this might not necessarily be romance, but I'm going to go down that route because of the Lovers. It could still be like the whole work situation. That third party could be the boss, or it could be a workplace bully or something like that. And again, in a social setting, it could be the same sort of thing. Someone who is superior in position to you, and this person is protecting you from them. Okay, but in a romantic case, it means that there's someone is involved already. Perhaps you're involved with someone else, perhaps they're involved with someone else, but there's this choice. There's this like, well, I really, really like this person. Okay, from their point of view, they really like you. From your point of view, you really like them. And the fact that there is a third party involved is kind of confusing the issue, which is where the 2 5s either side of this come in. It's the conflict. Yeah, I'm with someone, they're with someone. Can I be breaking up a relationship just on this infatuation, I feel? With the 5 of Swords on the other side of it, it's a case of this could sabotage everything for me. Okay, bearing in mind this is what they're thinking, so chances it still could be you in a relationship, it could be them, but they're conflicted about sitting in the situation they're in or trying something with you, but they know that it might not work out with you. It might just be an infatuation, it might be a bit of lust more than love. Do I want to sacrifice what I've got? After all, I am sitting in this comfortable position. I'm being provided for. I don't need to worry about anything with that Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles down there. So it's, do I take that risk? Do I come out of my comfort zone? Do I make an attempt? The 6 of Wands right at the end, and this could be why they're that 9 of Wands is here, that defensiveness. They've been trying to push these feelings back and back and back, but every time they push the feelings back, think about an army, 2 armies. Every time they clash, every time one army pushes the other army back, they take casualties on both sides, and it is possible that the defenders might take more casualties than the attackers, and gradually the defense is working down. It's getting tired. There's kinks in the armor, there's chinks in the armor, there's breaks, and then whatever's attacking can get in. Now, I'm not saying there's an attack going on here, but it's the same sort of thing. Every time they push your feelings away, or their feelings they have for you away, it makes their resolve a little bit weaker. Yeah, until one point they will be pushing and nothing will be happening, and then later after that they go to push, but they grab hold of instead. Okay, 6 of Wands, there's a recognition. Now, this could be recognition for hard work. Yeah, perhaps you're starting to notice how much they actually do push you back when they're around you. Okay, on an emotional level, perhaps you've noticed that they don't emotionally get, or try not to emotionally get attached to you, or it could be them recognizing that they're actually pushing back, and do they have to? The 6 of Wands is also a victory card. Now, this could be victory over the fact that they've finally mastered this, and they can keep pushing you back for a long time, and they're choosing not to pursue this avenue. Or it could be the victory of this avenue winning. Yeah, the universal energy is starting to win over, and they're starting to crumble with their defenses. The Ace of Swords crossing this, well, is a truthful new beginning. Okay, now a lot of readers might say, oh, this is communication, this is communication. Well, it could be communication, might not be directly to you, it might be just with themselves. Yeah, talking to themselves, thinking about what they need to do, planning things. But whatever it is, they've realised the truth of the matter. They've realised that they do love you, or they've realised that even if they just have one night of pleasure with you, that will be enough. Or they've realised that, well, perhaps I'm going to have to stop protecting this person and let the boss give them a bit of a telling off every now and then, so they can actually grow themselves. It's the truth of this situation has been revealed to them, or possibly been revealed to you. Maybe there has been communication and they've actually told you how they feel and the situation and all that malarkey. Okay, so that was a bit of a long-winded explanation of those cards, wasn't it? Four of Swords is a healing energy. It's an energy of not doing much. It's an energy of resting and recouping. So this person may possibly be in a position where they are ill, perhaps. They could be in a position where they are possibly somehow incapacitated. They may have like a broken bone of some description or something like that. Yeah, which again, they're healing from it, or they're healed from it, but they're still not quite up to speed with it. They're still in a resting, recovery sort of position. Or it could be just someone, maybe they work in the healing industry. Okay, so maybe they are a doctor or a nurse or a carer of some description. Sorry, I just put you on pause for a second while I cleared my throat and had some of my drink. Right, okay, so we got the Star, we got the Two of Swords, we got the Five of Wands, we've got the Five of Wands up there, we got the Five of Pentacles, and we have got the Page of Cups down there. So I know I say that this is the what we're dealing with. For a few of you, it is an Aquarian, okay? Just because this is about who this person is. The universe could be telling it, yeah, it's an Aquarius. So some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. For others of you, it is still just an air sign, okay? And then this card becomes, they're a focal point. They're like the limelight. They're a linchpin, if you will. For others of you, they are literally your dream come true. It's your like manifestation. It's your who you think or have been wishing for to be in your life, and they have materialized. The Two of Swords, they're often in a position where they have to make a difficult call, a difficult decision. And again, that fits in with doctors and nurses. That fits in with a superior at work who is like looking after the juniors underneath them. Not saying that you're a junior, or not saying that you're young in any description, but it's the lower, less experienced people, a supervisor. Okay, the Five of Pentacles, they seem like they're a little bit distant. I'm not going to say they're in some sort of financial difficulty, because I don't feel they are, but they seem shunned from friend circles. And again, if they're a supervisor, yeah, that could explain that. Sorry if you can hear any noises in the background. I'm doing my laundry today. So if they're like, for instance, your supervisor, then yeah, they don't really interact that well with all the workers. Okay, because there's always that like element of, well, we can't tell them exactly what we think because it'll get back to the boss. Yeah, or for instance, if they are a doctor or a nurse, then obviously their long hours means they don't have much time to socialise. Okay, so there's that sort of coldness, distantness from everyone else around them. The Page of Cups at the end is telling us that possibly you view them as a new love, a young sort of, not young, a new way of doing things. Okay, so if it's in the love circles, or let's just say the lust circles, well, it would be maybe you've always been vanilla, and you're seeing, but possibly with this person, with their authority over you, could take you into a little bit more of a darker side of love, or something like that, or lust. But you see them as something new. It's not something you've experienced before. It could be just the fact that they're older than you. Maybe you've always been with people who are the same age as you, and they're older than you, and that is what's new about it. Okay. Crossing all this is the Eight of Wands. They are a very forward person. They don't hang around too much deliberating about what choices they have to make. Yeah, they do have these elements of having to make hard decisions, but they are very quick at making these hard decisions. They're very what's the right word, confident within their own abilities, and it's like, yeah, we'll do that, we'll do this, we'll go this way, we'll go that way. Okay, they're continuously always moving forward. They don't hang around and stay too much thinking about things. They are also very good at communication. Okay, and being, well, everything I've covered, what this person may be, would sit well with all that. Okay, because obviously if you're a doctor or a nurse, you have to talk to your patients, you have to be good at explaining what's happening. If they're a superior, as in like in a supervisor at work or something like that, then it's the same sort of thing. They have to be able to tell you and explain to you how things actually happen. I'm only going to take the first four out of all this. We've got the Four of Cups, we got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Page of Wands, and then we got the, oh well, there's only three more. We'll actually take all six. All six? I can't count. 7. We'll take all 7. But we'll do it as a sort of like a bit of a pyramid going on here. Okay, so the outcome for this. Excuse me. 10 of Swords. The outcome is bringing something to a bit of a bitter end. Okay, now this might not be between you and them. It might be between you and them. Maybe that realization up here within what they're thinking is the fact that we can't pursue this. Okay, there's some sort of blockage to pursue this, and be it another person, a work thing. I can't think. I know what I'm trying to say. Can't think what it is. Okay, or I'll throw it into sort of like military ranking. Perhaps there's fraternization. They can't fraternize with you because they're a captain or a sergeant and you're just a private or a cadet or something like that. I don't even know if they use cadets in the military, but you know what I mean. You're at the bottom of the ladder, they're halfway up the ladder, and there is this like, you can't fraternize with them. And again, with surgery, it's the same sort of thing. When surgeons have interns and things, they're not meant to be fraternizing with them in anything more than a work level, because then favoritism can get involved and the like, and accidents and things can be overlooked because, oh, they like that person. Okay, it causes problems, so you're not meant to do it. I know it will often happen, so it could be like that. Or it could be bringing this third party up here to an end. They're thinking that there's this third party, and maybe they're thinking they have to get in between you and them and break them apart, or they have to get in to finish and end the situation they're in, so they're free and available for you. The Four of Cups is, well, like that Four of Swords there, it's an energy of not doing much. It's sitting there stagnant. And for a person who is always driving forward, this must be really frustrating for them. But there's an energy of not... Another way you can look at that is not being able to see what's being given to you or what's right in front of you. And what is right in front of them is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so they're looking at you. They're realizing all the feelings they have for you, but they're sort of kind of not acting upon them. It's kind of like not realizing that this is the person. Okay, the Page of Wands is like the youngest type of energy out of the tarot. It's like a child. It's like they can see the opportunity there and they probably will take it. So this could happen. You could meet up sometime, maybe like, I don't know, in a work sort of outing, or perhaps you just bump into each other at the pub and the opportunity is going to present itself. Okay, this Ace of Cups, this opportunity, but bearing in mind they're kind of knowing how they feel, yeah, and the opportunity may present itself, and the chances are it's going to happen. Okay, either you're going to use your initiative and move forward with it, or they're going to use their initiative and move forward with it. Either way round, it's what triggers the new start. Something new happens from this. Now, this could then lead to this 10 of Swords breaking up this 3 of Cups, or it is possible that this 10 of Swords leads to this breakup of this 3 of Cups. Maybe they had an argument and then they meet you, and it's, well, this is the opportunity. I'm I'm on a break, if you will, or they're in a bad place because they've had this argument and you're there, everything seems cushy, let's go for it, starting something new. Now, this something new, I've just got to clear my throat again. God, my mouth is as dry as a nun's. Can't say that. Right, anyway, there's something new. It's going to take a long time. It's the seeds are there. The seeds have been planted and things are starting to grow. But they're not quite reached maturity yet. Okay, so you can see the apples on the tree, but they're too small. They're not. You can tell they're not ripe, and if you try one, it's going to be really sharp and bitter. But so there's going to be this space of time where things have to mature a bit more. Bear in mind, this is like the opportunity energy. It's the youngest energy. It has to get older. It has to mature. The Knight of Cups is telling us this could be leading to the future you want, but it could be you're thinking about what can happen from the maturing of this situation, okay, where this could lead in the long run. And the Three of Pentacles is wanting to work with someone. So as an outcome, this is like you're going to actually start working with this person to make the outcome happen in a good way for both of you. Okay, it's like building the foundations. This opportunity, this little combo here at the top there, it might lead you to, possibly jumping into bed with this person on a spur of a moment, whatever. But it's probably then going to not pursue any further much after that point, okay? While the air sign is thinking about what to do next, make this Three of Cups permanently disappear, or then it might throw them into it could actually already be there. Maybe you've done this part of it. Maybe this is why it's come out as a 4 and a 3, because you've already done this top row. It's already started, and this is what's now leaving the conflict and the sabotagement and the third party and the victory. The victory being in that case that you've had that coming together. They kind of tasted that first ripe fruit of the apple tree, but the rest aren't quite ready to pick yet. So they're now waiting. And so that Three of Pentacles is working to make this all come together, okay? Working with them, you and them working together to make this all come together. The Seven of Swords at the end of all this, crossing all this, is an energy of, it's an energy of something not right. Okay, yes, it's sometimes seen as the theft card, and yes, it's sometimes seen as changing your tactics and all that. But in this particular case, it's the current situation is wrong. Okay, to pursue, it's bad, it's tainted with toxic energy, so to speak. And you have to, just like anything toxic, if it's left alone long enough, it tends to dissipate by itself. Think of radiation. Chernobyl, for an example. Back in the 80s, that blew up. And yes, the area is still radioactive now, but it's not as radioactive as it was. The isotopes or whatever it is, what makes it radioactive, have started to break down and dissipate. And if you think about, if you're a winemaker at all, you can make wine with poisonous berries, but you have to, the more poisonous these berries and things are, the longer term you have to mature that wine. And while that wine is maturing, basically those compounds are breaking down and becoming less toxic for the human consumption. Okay, and if you're interested, it's not just berries, it could be leaves or anything. You can make stinging nettle wine. Now, stinging nettles, obviously, you get stung by them, they come up and it's all itchy. Well, that's the toxins of the stinging nettle. Now, when you make the wine, if you drink it when it's first made, that's really potent stuff, and it knock you under the table. But after about a year's worth of maturing, it's not quite as potent. Okay, because a lot of the chemicals have broken down and are no longer as toxic as they were. And that's what this is. This is the Seven of Pentacles working with this Seven of Swords, because obviously this is crossing a lot. All these cards work with this Seven of Swords in some way. And the Seven of Pentacles is there telling us, it's toxic at the moment, but in time it won't be. It's like if you eat a load of apples, just going back to the apple tree there, which are not ripe, you're going to end up with an upset stomach. It's toxic at the moment, but in time it won't be. In the future, our Knight of Cups there, things will get better, but not at the moment. So it could be a lot of prep work, a lot of putting things into position with this Seven of Swords. It's kind of telling us, it's just, I wouldn't normally get this energy off of Seven of Swords, but it's a hold back and wait energy, which is crossing this. And it's kind of like what you know. You have to wait for this Ten of Swords to actually be finished. It's probably why I've got it like this as a swords to pull me back over to there. Wait for this Ten of Swords to actually come to fruition. Wait for this breakup, whatever this is, this ending, whatever it is, to actually come into play. Bear in mind, we're all on different journeys and things. Well, we're not. We're all on the same journey. We're all going at different speeds, and we're all taking different routes to get to it. Yeah. So you kind of have to wait just a little bit longer. Okay. But I feel this is a read to say, don't worry. This waiting is not going to affect your situation. You might be eager, you might be chomping at the bit to go in and do all this, but you just have to wait for things to fall into place, just like you have to wait for the apples to ripen. Okay, yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. See what our air sign would like to tell you, if they could say anything. Obviously, I don't have everything they can tell us in this deck. It's just a select few things which popped into my head, and I finally got enough of them to make a deck. So I did. I got someone to actually write it all out for me. I didn't write this myself. This is not my handwriting. Okay, you can't read my handwriting. So, right, here we go. Can we work on this? Three of Pentacles. They want to work on it with you. They're sort of thinking or wanting to say to you, look, can we work on this? Can we make this work? Okay. The time was wrong. Yeah. Again, as I said, this top row might be leading to the top row up there, or this top row of the outcome. The outcome is maybe giving us a bit of a past and present energy here. And this past energy is saying, well, you've already had that coupling together. You've already started setting the foundations. Now you just have to wait for everything else to fall into place before you can get the rest of the foundations. You can't pour the concrete for your foundations and then start building straight off it before the concrete has set. You have to wait for the concrete to set. You have to wait for your foundations to settle down. Yeah, the time was wrong. That's what that is all about. I need help. That's, again, the Three of Pentacles. They want you to work with them to make this happen. Okay, let's have a look at this card which was hiding itself. You are joking. Okay, not entirely sure why that's there. Maybe that's why that actually stayed down. Maybe you're not meant to see that one. We'll throw that over there. We'll have this top card here. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, after all that maybe I was saying, it's maybe. Yeah, I feel they're not 100% sure this is going to work or not. That's probably why this Five of Swords is up there. Yeah, they're a bit worried about sabotaging their own situation because they're not entirely sure you in the new situation is going to work. Okay, from the bottom of the deck, I'm committed, and as I said, this is how they're thinking. This is them in their party, yeah, or their third party. They're thinking about, and they're conflicted about, and they're worrying about sabotaging. I'm committed. They're already in something. Okay, and again, in a relationship, that could be they're committed with a long-term partner, a marriage, or something like that. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic commitment. It could be they're committed to their family. Maybe they're looking after a poorly elderly relative or something like that, and they're committed to that, and thus can't pursue what they want to pursue with you as much. If it's a work situation, well, they're committed to their job, and the fact that if they started pursuing this, like what I said about fraternizing with higher ranks or whatever, or higher ranks not being allowed to fraternize with the lowers, they're committed to their work, but chances are if they're a higher rank than you, they're going to be leaving before you do. Can you wait until I retire and then we can finish this? Or can you wait until I move to a different branch, a different hospital, a different unit, whatever, and then we can fraternize because we won't be in so much interaction with each other. Yeah, but they are currently committed to what they are in. Okay, Capricorns, that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you, and I don't think I said this at the beginning. It is a general read. This may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it don't resonate with you, don't worry. Go and check out that All Signs overview or any of my All Signs overviews and see what resonates with you. And then, although I categorize them into star signs, they could be categorized into females 20 to 30, males 20 to 30, females 30 to 40, males 30 to 40, and so on. It's just a categorization for the universe to to narrow down, to condense the energy. It could be just literally a 1 to 10 list if I wanted to. The reason that me and most other tarot readers go for this is because you all know what star sign you are. Okay, we all know what star signs are, so we can interact with the universe or the energies or God or whatever you believe in to work this out, because we're saying this type of person, that type of person, but the category is just literally that. So whatever resonates with you, yeah, go for that, and see if those particular reads resonate with you. I will shove in the all signs overview as a link on the screen, which should be appearing on your screen sometime about now, to actually go and link to, save you looking through my description and all that to find the link for it. It will be in the description as well. So if it didn't resonate with you, that's the way to go. And also, if it didn't resonate with you and you find something that does resonate with you within any of my reads, I'd suggest you start watching them for a little while on other people's, because I know that you don't just follow me, you follow others as well. Yeah, if you didn't like this, you can give it the thumbs down. That is absolutely fine. I don't mind, but I would like in the descriptions, or why, not the descriptions, the comments, why you gave it the thumbs down, because that way I might be able to do something about it for future videos. If you did like this, let me in the YouTube algorithm know that you liked it by giving it the thumbs up. That would be most appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I suggest you do so, because then that way you would actually willingly offer your energies into the pot I pull from, the energies I pull from, if you will, and it should start making reads in the future more relevant to you, because obviously I pull from an energy source, and if you willingly put your energy into that source by subscribing to my channel, then I will start pulling on that energy source as well more. Okay, if you want to share this out, yeah, do so. If you think this is for someone else you know, that's fine. Go and share it with them. Just share it with whoever you want. It's absolutely no qualms with that. The more people who see it, the better. After all, I do this to help people. Well, until the next time you are watching one of my videos, you will be good out there.